Hey everyone, welcome back. It is Tuesday and it is time for another wrestling review. With me once again, we have Campo.Reviews, the man who reviews movies, TV shows, everything else in between. Go check out his reviews down in the description box down below. And if you like hockey, this guy has a lot of hockey videos up there too with the NHL playoffs going on. Go check out his hockey stuff with our boy Caps. So make sure you go and check that out. And while you're down there, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, all that good stuff to keep this algorithm going. Follow us on Spotify if you haven't. So if you can't see this video, at least you can hear the sound. So we are doing Stardom. We haven't done a Stardom. Have we done a Stardom at all this year?
Yeah.
No, yeah, we did. New Year's Dream. No, we didn't do New Year's Dream. We haven't done a Stardom since
We
the
did
end
one
of
in December, I think.
yeah, at the end of we did one at the end of last year. We
I
did
think that's
Dream
not
Queen.
Dream Queendom, yeah. This is
Yeah.
Grand Queendom, right?
Yeah. One of their big shows of the year.
Which, by the way,
Hmm.
I was on their website thing because I was like,
Hmm.
yeah, maybe I'm just signing up for this because. But can I be honest with you? I think you need to. If we're gonna sign up for another subscription, I'd rather get Stardom than TNA. Their
Yeah,
TNA's thing
I'm
sucks.
well, TNA I got the free month, so or a
Yeah,
free
yeah,
couple
yeah.
months,
But
and I'm
but
not
go. Sorry, I cut you off.
well because we didn't talk about it in yesterday's review. It's 12, $13 a month, but you don't get all the pay-per-views. You just get the TV special pay-per-views. You don't get the actual
Yeah,
pay-per-views.
and
Because when we went to go watch Rebellion, it's like, what the hell is this?
Stardom doesn't even have the newer pay-per-views listed on their page. The last like three pay-per-views that came out are not even available to watch, let alone buy them on their page.
So is it even worth signing up for
I don't
Stardom?
know, but if you type in like Grand Queendom, the last one is last year's
Yes,
version
Grand
of
Prix.
it. If you type
Yeah.
in Dream Queendom, the last version is last year's version of it, not the one that just passed, like 2023.
Oh, really? That's odd.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe how you have to wait like a whole year for them to become available or something. I don't know. But like,
Yeah.
I'd like to watch Stardom in high quality.
Yeah, not with adult content advertisements around the
I mean, it's going to go full screen.
that's I do go in full screen. But I let's just say I'd like to watch Stardom legally.
Wow, I didn't say that.
The one thing we didn't get on this feed was that Stardom Rumble match, and Hanako won that.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Um so we'll start with our first match. There was a first match of the show was Hina versus Rana Yagami for the Future of Stardom Championship.
I forgot this belt was a thing.
Yes.
Do they still have the YB belt, the Young Blood
The
belt?
Young Bloods, yeah. The New Bloods, NB,
New
New
Bloods
Blood belt.
NB, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, they do.
I forgot this was a
I
belt.
think Bozilla's still champ. One of them. No, Bozilla
Really?
works for Marigold.
Well, I mean, that doesn't seem to matter because someone shows up at the end of this show that's definitely for Marigold.
Yeah. Is she with Marigold anymore though?
She did drop the title.
Right? So, but yeah, I mean this was fun. I like this fun little
This
opener.
was a good match,
Yeah.
actually. I don't know who either of these people are.
Okay, let's just put it this way. Hina's twin sister is in this company as well. She's later on the show. That's Rena.
Oh, Hina and Rina.
Right. And their older sister is part of Wingori, Hanan.
Well, I mean, I would have expected a much closer name to Hina and Rina, but maybe Thina or Bina.
Right? But I mean,
Dina.
this was fun. This was a good
Yeah, this is a good quality match. I was like, okay,
yeah,
good way to go.
good
Good
way to
way.
start off the match. And then we get another good match right after that. Sayaka Kurara against Tekla. If Tekla won, she would get a match against Taro Okada, which is the president of Stardom. But if she would lose, she would have to join the Cosmic Angels.
This match wasn't just good, this match was excellent.
Yeah,
And Tekla's ability to sell everything that she's
she is
doing,
such
like
a great heel.
just her spitting and like talking
Hmm.
shit to people and just like all of it, it's just so good. I can't wait to see her in AEW.
Spoilers.
Um, it was a really good match.
Yeah,
So I'm 2 for 2 now, and I'm like, oh, I
yeah,
actually like Stardom. I forgot that I like Stardom.
right. And I forgot watching so much WWE and AEW and TNA over the last little while. I forgot how hard these women actually hit
Okay, so
each
I
other.
was gonna wait a bit because that's funny that you said that because I was gonna talk about that. So I've been watching like a lot of clips are getting recommended to me, And I started noticing that every time Logan Paul has a wrestler on his fucking
Hmm.
podcast, they talk about specifically, I didn't think the ring was going to be that hard. And there's no padding. Okay, number one, yes, there is padding. We've seen what
Yes.
underneath the mat looks like. Number two, the boards bounce like crazy,
Yeah.
especially in America. Kenny Omega complains about it all the time.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are.
Those
Stardom thing
don't
does not
they
move
no, it has no give.
at all, and
Yep.
I'm sure it does have it, but it doesn't look like it has any
Yeah,
padding
because
either.
there's a spot later on the show. I think it's during the Suzuki and Mia Sarah match that like she does the Death Valley driver on the outside of the ring. Like it looked
You can
gnarly.
hear when the
The
referee's hitting
thump.
the mat with the thing. The sound is like wood. It's just
Yeah.
hand on firm, flat piece of wood.
It's a
It's
piece of
not
plywood. Yeah.
because American things are one piece of wood that goes like this.
Yeah.
Japanese things is two pieces of wood that meet in the middle on a metal plank.
Yeah.
So it's like completely like solid. And but
Yeah.
that's Kenny always says it's good because it helps you to run faster in the ring. You could get more
Yeah.
speed. You don't sink in. So like every time Logan, I'm not saying we've touched the mat.
Yeah.
Like I would get hurt if I fell on it,
Oh yeah.
but it's not like you could feel it with your hand. It's not
There's a little
like
bit of give. Yeah.
there's a lot of give and a lot of
Yeah.
padding. It's but like to lie and pretend like there's not, it
Yeah.
just
There's
seems
there's like a
disingenuous.
yeah, there's like a small layer of foam between the actual
It's a
mat
pretty
and
thick ass layer of foam, okay? But listen, I once again, I'm not saying that in the sense that like it doesn't hurt when you hit it. But
no.
why are we pretending that it's like it doesn't have any bounce? You watch them like when
Yeah,
they
go.
walk
You know
across the
what?
ring, they're
Logan
like,
Paul go wrestle in a Stardom ring.
yeah, that's my point, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. But yeah, so Carrara wins this
and they hit
match.
hard.
Yeah, they do. They hit
Like
very
there's
hard.
like we're gonna get to a match later where I thought they were actually just out to hurt each other.
Yes.
But
Yes.
it's like the shots are like serious shots, and this
Yeah,
was like
it looks believable.
but so like I got here to this match and like this was my aspect that right here. I was just like I like Stardom. I forgot how much I
Yeah, I
like
forgot how
Stardom.
good it was. Yeah. But Tekla loses. So she was forced to join the Cosmic Angels. She refuses, so she quits slash gets fired from Stardom. We knew that already because she's joining AEW.
Good. We that's a perfect signing.
Yeah.
Her and Megan Bain in a faction. Make
Yes.
it happen.
Yes, yes, yes. With that, Yumiko Hota versus Rina. This is Hina's sister.
Rina, Hina,
First,
and Bina. I know. I
yeah,
got it.
but my first thought was, who's grandma coming out?
Listen, Grandma.
Grandma can hit though.
This match ends like relatively quickly
Yeah, this was a fairly
in
quick
comparison
match.
to the rest of the matches,
Hmm.
and it ended like
This was the shortest match on the card.
it was the ending was abrupt. It was just like the grandma beat her so bad that it was just like the match is over. We're not going to
Hmm.
continue this match.
Yeah, and that's why
And
there
I was
was.
like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so grandma does win. Yumiko
I didn't
Hota,
necessarily like this match. This is probably my like if I
least
had the
favorite.
yeah. If I'm
Yeah.
really gonna discredit this show for anything other than this match, there was two things that were glaring to me.
Yeah,
There was
this
too
was this
many
was
near falls, way too many near falls. Every match was
yeah.
like 12 near falls. And the way that they do the near falls, I saw at least, especially in the Tekla and the match before,
Hmm.
and like not to say the other times, but those where I noticed it the most.
Yeah, there was a
The
lot of near
ref
falls
literally was about to count three and had to stop counting because they didn't
because
kick
they
out.
couldn't kick out. Yeah,
And he
yeah,
gave them so much time. It's their count is a normal count is 1, 2, 3. In Japan, it's usually like 1, 2, and then like a sweep for three. At
yeah.
Stardom, it's 1, 2,
Oh wait, 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 wait. Okay, kick out. Thank you.
3, and then
Yeah,
they still don't kick out, and they have to like.
yeah.
But yeah,
But
that's I have to mention that because I noticed that a lot
yeah, that was a glaring thing from this match. With
from
that, we
all of
have
the whole card.
Meiko Setamura, Mika Iwata, and Yuna against Cosmic Angels member Sariano Natsupoi and Aya Sakura.
This was a good match.
Yeah, and we're not like neither of us. We're not a fan of the multi-person tag matches, but when it's a
But they
match like,
had people we like here, and I think that's
mhm,
what matters. Kiki
this-
Girl was
this-
here, right? This is with Kiki Girl,
yeah, yeah,
the one that I really liked the last time we watched Stardom. It was like someone I just discovered, even though she's been in Stardom for like a long
yes,
time, and I just never noticed.
Yeah. But yeah,
And
but
what's
this was
the
also Satomura's like kind of
Satomura is the other one. Yeah, she's really
yeah.
good.
But I mean, this is kind of her retirement match from Stardom, right? Because her career is winding down, and
Is it this? Is it? I didn't notice that.
yeah,
Did they say
she's
that?
officially retired from pro wrestling. Her last match in WWE was the put over for Perez. Remember?
Hmm.
Technically, she's still signed to WWE. They just let her go on this run.
I mean, her match with
Rose.
Mandy Rose and who was the other girl? Was it Blair Davenport?
Hmm.
Is that who it was?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was a great match.
She beat Blair Davenport for the NXT UK Championship,
No,
and
she
then
beat Satomura for the
no, Mandy
that.
Rose beat Satomura.
Yeah, yeah. It was Blair Davenport was a three-way match.
Oh, it was a
Blair
three-way match.
Davenport,
That's right. That's
Mandy
right. That's
Rose,
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and Satomura for the winner takes all for both
Yeah,
belts.
that's right. That's right. That's right. But yeah, that was a really good match. Yeah, but yeah, so Satomura is kind of winding down her career. She's officially retired now. There's a few retirements on the show.
I didn't even notice that. What am I missing? I mean, I
Yeah.
could have used English commentary.
Yeah, that's the other thing about Stardom. But
It's coming.
this is
It
what you were
says
talking
wait a
about, where
couple days.
you said the audio was cutting out.
Yeah,
It's the caption on the bottom said audio removed due to copyright issues
I never even noticed that because I guess it
in
went.
Japanese.
Oh, thanks.
But I kind of put some like I could read a little bit, not a lot, but I kind of put removed and issues, and I thought, okay, yeah, copyright issues.
That makes sense because it
Yeah,
was weird how it was cut out. It wasn't like the stream was losing sound. It was like literally
literally
just
cut
like
out.
cut
Yeah,
out the sound.
especially during the grandma match after she won, her music played, so it went quiet, and then she started talking again. And it's like, and then they played her music again. So yeah, it was not audio issues. It was due to copyrighted music that they couldn't. But yes,
Multiverse.
yeah. But Satomura does get the win on this. Going out on a high note. So with that, Suzu Suzuki against May Sarah in a no DQ match.
Suzu.
She got uh, she got a little plump.
Yeah, well, you notice that? I didn't even know who it was at first.
Yeah.
And the other one got a little skinnier.
Yes. May Sarah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
I mean,
But this
Mia
is still a
Sarah
great.
is a good wrestler.
This is a great plunder match, and you know what
No, this
surprises me?
match was crazy good. There was a
Yeah.
lot of blood.
And I was surprised going through this list. Half this roster on this card today is under the age of 25.
Oh, and a lot of them are not people that we are super familiar with. Like maybe
Mhm.
we have seen, and I think
There's a lot of
the
new
fact that you could
faces.
slap a card together like that and have most of the matches be as enjoyable as they were tells me something about your company, right?
Mhm.
This match was super hardcore. It was
Yeah.
very the early. Wait, no, wait.
Yeah, she went head first
Was
to chair shots to the head.
That's what it was. Yeah. So what I was thinking maybe it was the Micah match. No, it was
No,
this
no.
match. It was super uncomfortable to watch the chair stuff at the beginning when she was throwing the chairs and they were literally hitting her in the
Bouncing off her
face.
head, and then she actually hit her with the chair, and it went through the
Yeah, I mean that's a normal spot in Japan, but it was hard. So I will
yeah,
absolutely agree with you. That whole part was uncomfortable to
like
watch.
the table spot. Like it
Yeah,
was
and then there was a lot of blood. For like
yeah,
there was a period there where there was a lot of blood.
because after this match, they spent a good 15 minutes cleaning the ring. It's not like WWE where there's layers upon layers in the ring. If somebody bleeds, they remove that layer of blood
Yeah.
of the mat, and there's another fresh mat
Which
underneath
they
it.
do a lot. If you watch the live tapings, they change the mat a lot of times throughout the
Yeah,
episode.
as soon as there's like a little bit of blood, they remove it.
It's old school Japan, man. They just leave it there.
Yeah, they just clean it as best they could. But Suzu Suzuki wins this match, surprisingly. Not surprisingly, but I mean, she's the queen of Japanese hardcore wrestling right now.
Yeah.
So, on to the next match. Hashimoto against Maika for the Sendai Girls World Championship.
Yeah, so she's from Sendai Girls, not even from Stardom, and
That's Hashimoto, yeah. She's their champ.
Hashimoto.
Yeah.
And I was weird because I saw her come out and it was like the angle they gave it showed like their setup. It had her name
Yeah.
on like the side of the outside of the ring. Sorry, this is what I'm
Hmm.
doing. Um, and I was like, wait, I know this person. So I was looking it up and like we've seen her in things
Yeah.
and just like I don't and anyways, she's
We've
really
seen her
good.
in in DDT Pro.
Yeah,
We've
stuff like
seen
that.
her, yeah. a couple times in All Japan, I think,
Yeah, I
and
think I'm
just
pretty sure we saw her in Joshi Pro
Joshi
or
Pro. Yeah,
CGPW. Joshi Pro's just women's wrestling.
yeah,
Um, this is she was really good. This match is really good,
yeah, yeah. This
and it
match
was
was fun.
very hard hitting.
Yeah, and Mike, this was another one you were saying like this was another one that like they were. This is the one where I think you were saying they looked like they were out to hurt each other.
They were at one point they were punching each other so hard
Mm-hmm.
that I was even in the match earlier, the Natsupoi match.
Mm-hmm.
I I just wanted to say this actually 'cause I didn't even talk about this. I
Like
just
forearm
remembered it now.
strikes. Yeah.
They were hitting each other so hard. I don't like the way Natsupoi matches are structured. It reminds me a lot of um Mayu Iwatani, where it seems like
Mm-hmm.
the whole match is designated to making her specifically look good.
Yeah.
Like, did you notice how when she's in the ring, it's all offense, and then once
Yeah.
she comes out, then the other team's allowed to have
Mm-hmm.
offense.
Yeah.
I mean, and Natsupoi is great. I'm not
Yeah.
saying no, but that really
Oh,
bothered
she
me
can
about
wrestle
that match.
circles about around pretty much anyone in the WWE right now.
Oh, dude, she's so good. But they were like hitting each
I would
other
love
hard
to
in
see
that match, I
Natsupoi
thought.
versus Io Sky.
Yeah, that would be great. And I thought they were hitting each other hard in that match.
Yeah.
This match was like the forearms were like crazy. The
Yeah.
clap sound that was coming off of it
Yeah.
was loud.
Yeah. There was that spot where like one was like punching, 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 and then it's like the other was like it was crazy.
And
Like
it's like however they're doing it, like the way that they're not
it's kind of like
slapping their hand, neither
but
one of
it's
them
going like
slapping.
yeah, it's hitting them not fist, but it's
You're
like
hitting you're
yeah,
coming down and hitting like their chest with
yeah,
your forearm. But the sound was loud. Like
yeah.
they sounded like Takeshita leg slaps.
Yes. Yes.
And anyone knows about his beefy thighs, those things clap when he
Those things
goes.
clap. Those things clap. But the Hashimoto does retain. I kind of figured that because you're not going to give the belt to an
Yeah,
outsider.
it's a typical intercompany.
Yeah,
Yeah.
promotional match. So with that, we are getting Wingori, Hanan and Saya Ida versus FWC, which is the Fukuoka Wild Chicks or something like that they're called. Hazuki and Koguma.
Dude, I don't even like talking about it anymore.
They're
How good
both members of
Hazuki is.
Stars.
Yeah, Hazuki's amazing.
Yeah.
Hazuki's amazing, and
And we've always
absolute.
sang her praises. We've always like
I
been
can't
fans of
stand anymore
Hazuki.
how like little recognition she gets from this company.
Yeah.
She's always there to put somebody else over. She's too good for that. It's you're a
Yeah.
this is Azumi's entire career is also happening to Hazuki at the
Yes.
same time. They're living the exact
Which
same
we'll talk
career.
about, which we'll talk about in the next match.
But this match was really good.
Yeah. I really enjoyed this match. One of the better tag team matches I've
The
seen.
other tag team, the ones that are were they the champions?
Wingori, yeah.
Their like actual like FTR esque ability to
Hmm.
work as a tag team was amazing.
Yeah.
Like we rarely see that from women's tag team wrestling.
Yeah. They worked, even both teams worked so well, but they're all members of Stars.
That's true.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of inter-team fights
Yeah.
during this pay-per-view.
Yeah. But this was fantastic. Champs do retain, and when they go to like shake hands after, they kind of refuse, I guess, in a way. So could there be a little dissension in the ranks and
Possible.
Stars? Maybe getting a
Possible.
sub faction.
Well, yeah, because Azumi's match is also interfactional, right?
Hmm.
And
Yes, that's right.
they're also both stars,
It
correct?
was for no, there it was that match is for the leader of Neo Genesis.
Oh, for who's going to be in charge?
Yeah.
Okay.
So next
Oh
match,
yeah, that's
Shuri
right. Their group is called Neo
Neo
Genesis.
Genesis,
Mhm.
yeah. Shuri versus Mayu Iwatani for the IWGP Women's Championship.
Listen, it's I don't like the catering to giving
Mayu,
Mayu what she wants, but man, this match was fucking great.
yeah.
This is put this on the list.
Yeah.
This
This has
this
to be on the list. Yeah.
this match was great.
Yeah.
This is a
We've but
five.
we've
This is a
always
five
we've
star.
always known the potential of Shuri though. Like
To
we
to be this deep into a pay per view and already be like, well, I'm like, I can't. At this point, get it when this match started, I was like, dude, Stardom is the best fucking wrestling company on earth.
yeah, I
Like,
would say
do you
that.
want to watch people give you realism in a match and emotion and like just a feeling of like I'm scared that you're gonna get hurt? It's here. This is
Yeah.
it. And this match is psych. This is Julia versus Shuri all over again. That's what this was.
Yeah. Julia versus Shuri was a great match. But yeah, I would totally agree with you. I would put this on the list for women's match of the year. And Yes, say what you will about her run not being the greatest. She is the longest reigning IWGP Women's Champion of all time. Mind you, there have only been three champions.
But we got our vengeance in this match, our retribution,
Shuri
because
is your new
and that
champion.
made me so happy because once again she's someone else on our list of like, how do you never let her win?
Yeah,
Why is she never the
but there
champion of
is a
something?
reason why she won.
Tell him,
Mayu
Stevie.
Iwatani is working without a contract.
Yep.
The very next day, it was announced she signed with Marigold.
And I think the person that comes
At the end,
is like, it was kind of not like they didn't plan this, but
hmm
one of the companies knew the other company was going the other way and was like, fine, then we're doing this type of thing.
yeah. So congratulations to Shuri becoming the new IWGP. I think she'll do a really good job with
Oh,
this belt. She'll defend
great.
it more than Mayu ever did. She's less injury prone than Mayu
Mhm.
was. So she'll actually,
I also, one thing I'm going to take away points from this pay-per-view just generally for
mhm.
post-match crying.
Yes,
And
there
not
was a
because the emotion doesn't work. I don't need like 20-minute speeches after every match.
yeah. This pay-per-view, like you sent me a couple texts, you're like, why the hell is this pay-per-view so damn long?
Yeah, it was like 17 hours.
So I watched, did you watch the
This
full
was like
feed?
both nights of WrestleMania at
In
once.
one. Which feed did you watch? The one that was split up in four? Or did you
In
watch the one?
four, because in four it's easier because I force myself to make it to the end of that first feed and then I'll stop and go do whatever I have to do.
Yeah.
When it's all one, I pause so many times and then I have to keep restarting because it freezes and then you're like,
Yeah.
oh, it's just easier to do four.
Then you lose your spot and
Yeah,
whatnot, and you have
exactly.
to
It's
scrub
easier
back.
to just suck up the 1.5 hours of each
Yeah.
block.
So the
And
first part was 1.5 hours. The second part was 1.5 hours. The third part was 1 hour and 20 minutes. So we're already up to what? Almost 4 hours right there.
yeah,
5 hours with the last hour.
yeah. If you count the pre-show, it's another 35 minutes.
Yeah. It's almost 6 hours a show. Yeah.
Psychotic.
Yeah.
By the way, funny thing,
Both nights of WrestleMania were 8 hours.
I didn't even watch this show on like a high speed. I watched it normally, okay?
Yeah, I watch it. I usually watch it on one. If it's this
If you
long, I
ever
usually
get the
watch it on
chance,
1.25.
if you ever get the chance, go back and just watch the Shuri post-match speech on 1.5x. She's like, it's not even words. It sounds like a bird just making
It's just
noises. It's
chirping.
fucking amazing. I was like, wait, this sounds so weird. I wonder what it would sound like on a faster speed. So I didn't know. I was just laughing the whole time. It was
I
good.
gotta
My
go
brother's
back
like,
and
what the
watch
hell are
that
you
now.
laughing at?
I gotta go back and watch that now. But Shuri is your new champ, so I really enjoyed that, and I think she'll do a good job with this belt.
Feel good moment of the year?
I would put that there. Yeah, I would put it.
We're getting a lot of lists today.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of yeah. Even on yesterday we had a little contender,
Yeah.
but our next match, Starlight Kid defending the Wonder of Stardom Championship against Azumi. This was also for leadership of Neo Genesis.
If I told you that this match was very good, would you
hmm
believe me?
Yeah, absolutely. This match was fantastic.
Okay.
The last four matches on this card, like, were stratospherically good.
The whole card is good.
Yeah.
I don't know what Starlight Kid's workout regime is because like once again, like I don't like saying this, but like her from like chest up arms is like
hmm
worked out, from like waist down legs is like worked out,
She
and then
doesn't,
she
she
just has
doesn't,
like a
she
really
skips leg
flabby
day.
belly.
Yeah.
She's just like she skipped middle of the body day. Like there's
Yeah.
just like it's a really it's an odd look, and I'm not
Her
trying to shame
traps and
her.
her everything are like,
Yeah, and it's just like then you're like, okay, but where did this part of you, how it happened there? She's a great wrestler,
but
man.
she's one of the best, Azumi. But the thing is, like you were saying, this is another case of like, when are they going to do something with her? She's always in these high profile championship
Oh, Azumi
matches.
is so good, dude. And I don't know if you noticed this. Azumi is in like really good shape now.
Yeah.
Like she's in like the
She's in some of the,
peakest she's ever
yeah,
been.
because when we first started watching Stardom, Azumi had a little bit of flab to her. She was a little bit chunkier.
She looks a lot more
And
like
yeah,
Americanized
yeah,
wrestler at this point.
yeah. and that's but the thing is I get it. Like Azumi's only what 22, 23. This girl's been wrestling since she was like 9.
Yeah, they both really young, and they've both been wrestling since they were very young.
Yeah. Starlight Kid is like 21, 22. Azumi's like
I don't even
23.
know how old Starlight Kid is. I thought it was she was older than that.
Starlight Kid, Timmy's on it. Starlight Kid is 23.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
And Azumi is, thank you, Timmy, 22. So, but yeah, the last, like, this whole card was like fantastic. But Starlight Kid, this was another one where it had like a lot of great spots. Like it was very fast moving, high speed. There were no dead spots, I guess. There was no rest spots in this match. It was just like go, go, go.
yeah, where like when we watched like Mania, like the Jey Uso match against
Hmm.
Gunther, which is weird because you know how much I love a little Gunther in my life,
Hmm.
was just all rest spots. The whole match was like 35 minutes long, and it was the whole match was rest
Rest
spots.
spots, yeah.
You're watching these girls beat the crap out of each other on a rock hard mat, and
Yeah,
there's like no breaks.
no breaks.
Their breaks is like they fall to the ring outside, and a bunch of random girls will come up to them and throw water in their face, and then they
Yeah,
have to get back in the ring and go.
and go, yeah. The rest spot comes after the match when they're lying in the ring, half dead.
I mean, yeah, they have rest spots, but
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
get
you
what
know
we're
what we're
saying.
trying to say here. But Starlight Kid wins and she becomes the new leader of Neo Genesis. So where does Izumi go from here?
I think Azumi's on the way out of this faction.
The faction, she's gonna maybe start her own faction.
I think maybe there's something. Maybe she's gonna turn heel.
Yeah. I I liked when Izumi was heel for a little bit. I really enjoyed me little heel Izumi.
It was better, I
Yeah.
think.
So we have our main event of the evening, Asaya Kamatani against Tam Nakano, career versus career in the World of Stardom
All
Championship
right, two
match.
things out of the way. Let's get the puttiness out of the way here. Tam
Hmm.
Nakano is like really hot. I don't know if I just never noticed that before.
Hmm.
Thank you, Putty. Also, Saya is very, very cute. And like
Yes.
I've also seen many matches with her, and like for some reason I just didn't notice
I
that.
think it's the new gimmick that she has too,
Maybe,
right?
but like I was already like really, really becoming a huge fan of Saya as we like have been watching
Another
them
one,
and
like when she won the championship at Dream Queendom, or was it
yeah,
Dream Queendom?
yeah,
Yeah.
and as like has gotten more popular and more popular, but
She
like
is now the de facto leader, isn't she?
I think so,
Or is it
yeah.
still what's her name, the
I,
the big lady there?
it might be. What was it? Watanabe? Was isn't Watanabe their leader?
Is it? Timmy's on it.
I don't know. Anyways, I this match solidified it for me that like Saya's my new favorite.
Natsuko Tora.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, but
Saya's my
Watanabe
favorite.
is part of it. Konami's part of it, and so's Ruka. So
Maybe they get Azumi. Maybe Azumi gets like they turn her to the dark side.
yeah, that would be cool.
But yeah, Saya's amazing. Like
Yeah.
she's such a talent. They
And I
hit
really liked the imagery at the beginning of the match too. You had Tam Nakano in all white, and then it was Saya all in black, and it's like
and
they were
yeah, and it
playing
was
off
like they
each
were
other.
both like in a princess thing, like
Yeah,
the black princess and
and
the
the light
light
princess.
princess.
Yeah, and I really like that imagery. Like they know how to put on like a production, not just the
They have
matches.
great. They I always thought that Stardom has the best costumes of
Yeah,
like wrestling.
yeah, but like it's amazing how they're able to balance the ring match, the quality in the ring with the quality of if they were to
And by
just
the way,
get their.
this place was really full. I didn't
Hmm.
realize how full it was until they cut a shot where they showed like the announcers and like the whole top deck
Yeah,
was
this was
full.
this was a big arena. This was the Yokohama arena. It's a big arena. Yeah.
For them that's a lot for Stardom, which shows
Yeah.
the popularity, which is good because you need
Yeah.
that because then they can throw money at big names leaving WWE, which is what you want,
Yeah.
right? And that's what my worry always has been with New Japan is like it's not like they don't have money, but for some reason they don't like to sign big names. They
Yeah.
pay people on the rookie contracts, and then when they get big, they're just like, okay, go away.
Go.
Um, but yeah, this match was so good.
Yeah.
There was so much like realism to it.
Hmm.
Everything felt
The
like
hits from the
authentic.
hits to the moves to
The
everything
stuff on the
just
ramp was crazy.
yeah, where
By the
she
way,
where Tam just started she ran all the way up to the top of the ramp and then came all the way
Yeah,
down,
that was
giving her the
awesome.
psycho knee at the end. Like it was,
There was in the third match, I forgot this spot, but in the third match that we watched, the the one girl put the girl like sitting on the ropes
hmm
and then went and jumped in between the two bottom ropes
yeah,
and 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 it was called a sliding German. And I was like, what the fuck is a sliding
not in
German?
German.
And
Sounds
she
like a
was like
sandwich.
spinning, and while she did it, I was like, that's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, she slid and she kind of like did the
Yeah,
yeah, kind of like as she slid, she grabbed her and
yeah.
suplexed her as she slid out of the ring. Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah,
was nuts.
yeah.
Anyways, sorry, digress from the point. I
But
thought about it because of the running down
yeah,
the ramp.
yeah. But the outside ring worked well. Like this was
Pam
like,
is so good. Like it got to the point for that period when we were really when we started to peak in our stardom watching, she
hmm
got injured and we
yeah,
lost her for so long and we kind
a
of just
year and a
like
half.
we stopped appreciating what she was, and it became more like, oh, Tam's always in the title picture, like why does this keep happening? But now it's like you watch this, you really watch and you're like, she's so good.
So good. Which makes the ending of this match so sad. Even though Saya does win, and we really enjoy Saya as your champion, member of Hate. Hate is a really great faction right now. She does retain, but Tam Nakano is officially retired from professional wrestling.
What a way to go out.
Yeah.
We've watched zero retiring wrestlers have a match this good. Zero. And we've seen a lot of retirement
hmm
matches.
I mean the Muda one came close.
The
The
Muda one
Muda,
came close in terms of just production value of the
but
match,
that was
but
also
the
no
actual
one.
match
And
wasn't
nah,
good.
no. But yeah,
This match was insane. This is a match of the year candidate.
yeah.
Write it down.
So we got two of them on this
Out
show.
of one show.
Yeah,
Debatably, I'd put the last match on it too,
yeah.
but I won't.
Already too much. We can't have too much from Stardom. But yeah, this was fantastic. Thoroughly, even though it was like 19 and 30, 19 hours long, I was thoroughly enjoyed. It was not like if you can skip through all the production part and the 40-minute crying at the end of the show.
Like there's knocks,
Yeah,
like the counts, the three counts, the too
yeah,
many near falls. That one weird match with the old lady that wasn't even really a
really a
match.
match.
The cringy fucking chair spots
Yeah,
that like I didn't want to fucking even look at the screen.
yeah. We've been teasing this the whole night. So after the match, she does her retirement cry. Campo, tell him who comes out.
Sorry.
Sorry, yeah. Now I was
Which is
looking this.
she was a number one prospect in
Mhm.
Stardom before she
But
left.
she is actually working as a freelance. She is not signed to anybody. So when she was working with Marigold, she could have just showed up at Stardom anytime she wanted.
So she was the first champion in Marigold.
hmm
And she dropped the belt to Hayashi Shida,
hmm
a great wrestler as well.
hmm
But if you read like through the Wikipedia and then I went through like other pages, I started going through all kinds of shit.
Yeah, he
They
fell down the rabbit hole
it turned into like a really fishy situation where like it wasn't really storyline based why she dropped the title. She just does.
because
And
she was
people were
never
like,
signed.
yeah, because she was never signed and she didn't want to stay there the way they were the structure of however they were doing it.
Yeah.
Because
So,
like Marigold was really popular, first
yeah,
3, 4 events. Then what have we seen since then? They've kind of just
nothing.
dropped off. Nobody
Yeah.
cares about them anymore.
Yeah. Like they got that little bit of push and popularity from when Io Sky showed up.
Yeah.
And they're the first pay-per-view that we watched because you had Julie on it, you had Stephanie Vaquer on it, you had like Io Sky in the next one. So it's like they had that little bit of
Yeah.
momentum and
You
then
lost
they
Julia. Your
yeah.
Bozilla's on the way out. You
hmm
don't have Sorry. And then
Oh, you give me Tekla, Megan Bain, and Bozilla on a faction?
yeah, that's my team. And then let them have Penelope Ford to stand outside with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
they're missing a lot. Like
Yeah.
we'll
And
see.
yeah, it's like and their roster is really kind of thin, so really
Yeah. It's just the
yeah.
same matches over and over.
Yeah. So, but Marigold, I gave this an 8.1.
8.1? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's fucking high.
Yeah.
Do you have the list in front of you? What was my highest one and what was my lowest one?
Your highest one is Revolution. You gave it an 8.
And my lowest must have been that Impact show.
Yes, a 6.
I would give this an 8.5.
This is your pay-per-view of the year so far.
I honestly wanted to give it a 10.
Really? I wanted to give it higher, but I didn't
I
know if I
thought
sh
this is arguably maybe the best pay-per-view I've ever watched since we started watching.
Okay, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna give it an 8.3 then. I gave it like,
Go. It's an
yeah,
8.5, solid.
yeah.
I think the reason I had to keep mentioning those things for the thing was because I was like, there are stuff in
Things
this
we gotta
that
knock.
can't
Yeah,
make it that high.
yeah.
I
But
was
just
thinking 8.4, but I said, fuck it, I'm going all in,
yeah.
8.5.
But yeah, like just the production quality, the match quality. There was not a single bad match except Grandma match,
Yeah.
which
The
wasn't
one
even a
The only real thing that I thought was really weird about this show of production value is there was a lot of people taking pictures, like way more than usual,
yeah. There was
around
one
the
guy who
ring.
was looking like he was holding a gun in the
There was one guy that literally was just holding his camera like this, facing up, and taking pictures under Tab Nakano's skirt the whole fucking time at the beginning of the match, like
Was he
clicking
even one of the
like a
guys?
psycho.
Was he even?
I'm pretty sure he was, but I was like getting really weird. Then he started like going under the rope and like leaning in and just he would stop taking pictures anytime that she turned or their bodies turned to like face him or they like
Right.
her skirt left the screen. But as soon as she would turn back and come back, he's like, like I was like, what is this? Is it like for her OnlyFans or
If I would have
something?
caught that, that would have made me very uncomfortable.
It was really weird.
And as beautiful as Tam Nakano is, you don't need to do that.
It must be for like some kind of thing where they sell like dirty picture,
Not
like
dirty, but
dirty,
like
like
yeah, spicy
like
pictures
yeah,
and
like that's totally a Japanese thing. Like
yeah,
you sign up for a program from Stardom and they sell you like upskirt pictures.
yeah. That's part of that goes with the especially kind of this is the last time we're gonna get this.
I mean, it sounds really awkward, but it's like very commonplace over there to
Yeah.
for that kind.
Well,
They
it's to
sell it
the
in like
point.
Coke machines. You put in $1 and you buy like on people's underwear.
It's gotten to the point where it's actually really it's become an epidemic in Japan where it's like now it is mandatory for every cell phone, even if you have it on silent, that it gives the camera shutter sound.
Really.
Yeah, because it was a common thing on like their subways and stuff like that where men were going around and like taking
I
like
mean, yeah, it seems like a thing.
it's gross, but like
It happens, right? Like
yeah.
I'm
So
not saying
now it
it's
is mad.
okay. I'm saying like
No, yeah, of course
it
not.
obviously it's happening.
Yeah. But as of right now, this is our pay-per-view of the year.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
It should be. This blows Mania out of the
Oh
water.
yeah. Completely. Even though Royal Rumble, we scored it pretty high.
I like the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. And even Elimination Chamber, we gave it a pretty high
Elimination
scores.
Chamber was a pretty good
Yeah.
event too.
But this heads and
I mean,
shoulders.
if WWE didn't shit the bed on Mania, I would have said they were off to a great start for the year.
Yeah.
Right? And like TNA has been like up and down, up and down.
Yeah,
AEW is
here,
in like a weird spot
limbo
because
spot.
like
The
you
matches are
had
good.
you had two pay-per-views only and it's already May. Like,
They've only had the one. No, two, yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's
What
right. They've had two.
Revolution and what was the other
They've had
one?
Revolution and they've had Dynasty. And
Yeah.
Dynasty was kind of mid.
Yeah.
And remember, Dynasty was the one where they gave us a 2 hour pre-show with one match.
Yeah, that's true. That happened.
Yeah. But yeah. So with that out of the way, guys, tune in next week. We'll see what we have for you next week. I know there was a Noah show. We had Don't Taku. And Saturday, we are going to Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling down at Maple Leaf Gardens here in the great city of Toronto. So we may even get that review out for you. So because we're going to that, our Backlash review may have to wait a little bit. So tune in next week to find out what is going on, or better yet, why don't you sign up to the Discord server? The link is down there. You'll know when videos drop. So with that out of the way, guys, thanks again for joining us. And in the words of Kenny Omega, goodbye and good night.